couple cutbacks up here, I think, as well. Got a hook back here about 2, and the fitter's up at 1. These spin whales are huge. Here's a sooty shearwater right there at about 10 or 11 o'clock, just taking off. The birds that you hear are the terns. And so most of these birds out here are pelagic. The gulls will come ashore at night, but these other birds are out here all the time. They only come ashore to nest. And the shearwaters, a lot of them nest off the tip of South America, so they have an incredible migration. And they're up here feeding on the fish. So the sand eels, or the shearwaters, are feeding on the sand eels. And then the little petrels are the blackbirds. They're feeding on the plankton. Shearwaters are awesome. When they take off, they have to run along the water for a couple feet to get their momentum to get up into the air.
See all the blowholes right there? That's a hot spot.
Well, just coming up, kicking in front of us. We're going to do left-hand side
Oh,
here.
nice!
All right, so I think this is Mirage again. Oh, okay.
Good stretch. Peaks, right over here. Oh.
And there's another humpback up there. You've seen that one yet.
It kind of looks like Free Willy.
So here, you guys look between us and the food crate. You can see the littler bubbles coming up, and then you'll see Nuage come up. Sometimes we see fish. Depends.
Oh.
Back there about 8 o'clock. So we may have fed underneath the surface and then come up a little further away.
Tail. That's like the big girl.
Alright, I think we're going to kind of move up towards 11 o'clock. There looks like there's a couple of whales up there. I feel like every whale we've seen has been Nuage. See if we can't see some other ones.
Oh, reach.
No, we just had. I think a whale just reached up here towards 11 o'clock. We're going to scoot up that way. So keep watching up ahead of us, less than 12.
Oh. Yeah.
So the land that's up ahead of us also is Provincetown, up on the tip of the cape.
What's that like that?
Alright, we're actually going to put the whales on the right-hand side. So up towards about 1 o'clock is where there should be a couple of whales. One at the surface, and then there's at least 3 or 4 up here. So one just like that's a bigger shallow dive, I think, but
That's my butt.
That looks like a little whale.
And a little baby.
Can you see that?
But it might be a cat. Let's see if a big whale comes up next to it. We do see mother calves here throughout the season. Calves will spend, with humpbacks, the calves will spend about a year with their mom. So they're born down in the Caribbean in the winter, and then they spend the full year with their mom, and then at some point they separate that next fall or early winter. Rarely, but occasionally, they'll spend a second year with their mom.
Oh, yeah.
1
Look
o'clock.
down for 2 seconds.
You see it?
Yeah.
So one of the things about the
With the
calves,
baby,
so these
5.
guys are like 5, 6, 7 months old, depending on when they're born. And they still could be nursing. So they nurse for about 6 to 8 months. And so if the adults are down feeding deeper in the water, the calves will hang out at the surface and just play sometimes. So there's the bigger whales up, 3 o'clock. Calf may very well swim over that way. There's at least, yeah, see there's, nope. The calf is here. And then
There's 3 of them all together over there.
Oh, maybe that's another one.
Last pig and kid
Last what?
Last pig and kid.
that whale that just flooped up over here was a whale named Joy, who was born in 2005 to a whale named Firefly. Oh, baby's right here, 1 o'clock, doing a little tail breach.
Look at them all. Let's get tails up
Oh,
there.
double tail.
2 floops at a time.
There's so many.
Mama, put my light.
Not gonna be late. We have nothing to do, Callie. We're just watching the whales. How are we gonna be late? Oh, right there. Baby's right there. Look.
I know, I can see it.
Oh, look at it.
Mama, we don't want to stop.
And then sit on your mom and you wait. Bless you. Take a nap.
So look for the baby here. I don't know if those are different, that's a different whale that's coming in. Usually don't change direction quite that fast. Oh, here's the baby right beside us. You guys, 3 o'clock. Right out here, you
Oh,
can
yeah, I
see
can
the
see
green in
it.
the water.
Yay!
Oh, that was awesome.
That was cool.
So, not really sure where mom is. Because
Okay.
of the couple whales that just looped up down there, none of them are moms this year that I know of. So, let's see if a bigger whale doesn't come up. One has really cool marks on the top of the tail. The whales get their names from all the different naturalists and researchers around here. We cooperatively name them. And so when you hear a whale named Piano on our boat and you went to the Caribbean, it would still be the same whale. Oh, a little breach! That was a very cool. I love watching the calves breach because they're not. It's more like watching a toddler explore its body and get what it can do. You know, like that breach was just really funny because it was just like laying on its back.
It's not happening.
There's another one.
This is awesome. Right.
The mothers and calves. I mean, I think the calves definitely. They're just playing. I mean, they're like figuring out their bodies. They're figuring out how to do these things. sometimes though, I've seen different situations where, a little trumpet blow. You know, sometimes moms will be breaching and the calf will be nowhere nearby. There's a big
Okay.
breach out
Hold
there
on, hold
towards
your
1
drink.
o'clock. And then all of a sudden, I've been with, in fact, this was
Okay, let go.
Firefly actually in '97.
Let go, Joy.
We found her calf, and her calf had this really distinct mark, so we knew it was her calf. We were like a mile away from any other whales, and then we saw a whale a mile or two away that was breaching, and the calf just swam over to another one where Firefly was. And it was so funny because, you know, you don't know whether it's Firefly kind of being like, okay, honey, if you're lost, come and find me, or if it was like, get over here. So that group of 3 is up there at 10 o'clock that may or may not be this whale's fault. So look for those green, kind of the glowing green under the here's 2 o'clock. That's their flippers.
This side.
So unfortunately, guys, we are running out of time, so we're gonna have to be making our way back to Gloucester. Hopefully getting a look or two at this little guy. Another tail breach.
Nice.
The big trumpet blow.
Oh, Andre, you're gonna
This is
jump.
long. We're at 10 o'clock.
What happened on the bowl?
That could be a wind-up dive. It may very well breach off towards 1 o'clock. We'll see. The tail breach. Here you can see his face a little bit. I love it.
Baba, Baba.
这个鱼宝宝，这个是鱼宝宝。它在找它的妈妈。妈妈，妈妈，我吃饱啦，带我去睡觉吧。
Another Mickey charging around at towards 3 o'clock. Maybe look for another tail breach here.
妈妈也在找这个。
Yep.
就来找它。 All
right, with that, we're gonna kind of slowly slide out there. There's a big flipper up in the air. We are gonna have to take it slow though. We do have a couple whales around, so you definitely want to just watch around for a few minutes at least as we're making our way out of the area. On the way back in, it won't rain. I'm going to set up a table up here on the top deck, and I've got the baleen and the map of the ocean floor if you didn't see it. And then I also have some souvenirs, so the proceeds for the souvenir sales go to support the research and the education that we do. So we have those little sand eels for $1 and some photo magnets, some ceramic magnets, some little stuffed whales, and we have a whale adoption program, and there's a couple females up for adoption. And you adopt a whole family of whales, not just one individual. You get some information to take with you and then an update at the end of the season. So if you're interested in that, come and join me up here on the top deck on the way back in. And then a couple people will be circulating as well. But you know, definitely hang out for a few minutes, especially as we're leaving the area, because you never know what you might see as we're moving away. And I certainly hope you guys enjoyed it out here. It's a little bit of a trek out here, but that calf is still flipper stocking back there at 5 o'clock. But it's definitely worth it to see so many different animals out here. Hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoy the ride back home.
You okay?
I scribbled my nose, like, my allergies, I don't know what's going on.
got some though. Oh, I wish we didn't have to go in already. There's so many whales out here. Hi, whales. How awesome was that?